Okay, I don't do this as often anymore, making like a kind of like a dedicated video on like a specific artist or something. Maybe I'll do more of these in the future. But there's this person that I do think it's relevant to take a break from and to talk about. Because usually I don't really like do these unless it's, you know, kind of an important thing that I do want to single out a specific person for. And I have been wanting to do this video on Ava Max, who is called the Queen of Sampling, even though this idea of sampling is not true. She doesn't sample songs. She does an interpolation of songs. And to so many of her hits, these aren't like samples, they're just melodies of previously known and great songs, but just taken, done the same way, but just in her own little version, and then it's called an original song. And there's been good examples of interpolations in the past. Like one thing I could think of off the top of my head is Kanye West's interpolation of Iron Man by Black Sabbath.
Have you lost your mind? Tell me when you think we crossed the line. Has he lost his mind? Is he or is he blind?
But this is its own completely original song, if you're semi-familiar with it at all. And there's just this brief interpolation. It's very similar to how Kanye West does a lot of his samples as well. It's just taking a brief moment of a specific song, but transforming it in a very interesting, new, and unique way to make it its own complete separate piece of art. You know what I mean? It'll be taking the drums from this specific song, taking maybe like a certain melody part from another song. Kanye is a great example for not only samples, but interpolations done right and made into their own separate thing. But of course, within this genre of people doing interpolations and samples as well, there's people who take advantage of it to a crazy degree. And one of those people, like a main person in the spotlight lately, is Ava Max, if you've heard of her. She's massive. She's huge. She's all over the radio, and the songs that she's all over the radio with are just classic melodies that you've already heard before, just done in such a worse, modern, processed way. It's terrible. So this My Head and My Heart song, crazy amount of streams. 500 million streams. Unfathomable numbers. And if you take a look at it, it's this.
Baby, now and then I think about me now and who I could have been.
What does that remind you of? and this one's particularly like a horrible personal example that irks me too. Because I love the original song. La 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 la. Around the World. A Touch of Class. Everybody knows this. It's a classic. But if you thought it was only that intro melody, no, it gets so much worse.
And then I picture all the perfect that we lived till I cut the strings on your tiny violin.
And don't even get me started on the lyrics too. These just like cringe lines are brutal. Till I cut the strings on your tiny violin. It's actually just like the most manufactured shit of all time, like corporate lyrics of all time. Wow. Literally just the song. Just the songs. Okay. That's just her doing the song. It's just completely blatant. It's not like her doing her own little thing, maybe taking one specific part like Kanye, making it like transforming it into its own little thing. No, literally just the song, an insane percentage of it. And then how many streams does she get? 500 million streams. And the original has half the amount at 260 million streams. It's sick. And see, this is why, you know, I feel like stuff like this is important for its own video to like specifically talk about. I don't want to live in a world like this. I don't want to live in a world where radio pop slop music is now just relying on the old melodies that were good before, just reinterpolating them, which is basically just copying them, and then that getting repurposed, regifted, remanufactured, reslopped up onto the radio in such a worse and more modern version. It's terrible. And then outclasses the original's numbers. What's the point in even making music if you're basically taking a bunch of iconic songs and singing terrible lyrics over them? I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I mean, of course, Ava Max does have different songs as well. It's not like I'm saying this is her entire discography, but it is an uncomfortable amount, you know? And especially these are her popular songs. And it just does come across as just a little bit shameless to me. As an artist, to just be so comfortable doing this, I don't know. I lose so much respect for something like this. Ava Max doesn't even seem like a real person. Her voice sounds bad and shallow, and her music videos are uncreative as hell. And yet that's actually a good point as well to bring up too. And that the scary part is, a person like Ava Max from like these songs, like you're listening to this song, and This My Head and My Heart could literally be anyone. Like it's so easily replaceable. Anybody could just come into the industry, do this exact same thing, put some money behind them, get them the specific tools they need, and boom, they got a radio hit. And that's what's scary. I like unique style. I like unique individuality that makes an artist like their own person. But this is just the exact opposite. Her biggest songs are basically not hers, which says a lot about her other music. Yeah, so and then another one of her huge songs. Man, we're talking 1 billion streams on this one. 1.1 billion streams. Kings and Queens. What does this remind you of?
If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own.
It's shameless. It's like the most copy and paste. Both of these songs are just copy and paste the most formulaic things you could think of. They start off with the interpolated melody taken from another song for it to get radio play. And, most people would recognize this from Bon Jovi, Shot Through the Heart, of course. You Give Love a Bad Name.
Shot through the heart, and you're too late, darling. You give love a bad name.
So most people would recognize it from that song, but actually, like, the core original is Bonnie Tyler, If You Were a Woman and I Was a Man.
If you were a woman and I was a man.
So this melody has been through the ringer. This has been passed around by the industry. It's kind of crazy.
It'd be so hard to understand that our hearts are hot and we do what we can.
And it's just, I don't know, man. I just have such a lack of respect for this. And is this really the world you want to live in, where songs that have 1 billion streams and plays are just repurposed, re-gifted old melodies of classic songs? I don't want that. I don't want to live in a world like that. And what also happens too is that there's a lot of, I guarantee there are a bunch of people who found newer age, 14-year-olds or 13-year-olds who find Ava Max through whatever social media platform, maybe TikTok. They hear her songs for the first time and they think these are all her original melodies. This Kings and Queens song, they think, damn, this girl's really got some great melodies. She's able to come up with some original ideas. These are like some of her biggest songs that are just not hers at all, like entirely. It's shameless. She makes money off of other people's arts. I mean, yeah, it's just, what would be like the art example, like the painting example? I don't know, maybe like tracing? I'm less versed in that avenue, but could you imagine just repurposed, maybe this is even a thing, repurposed new art of tracings from past classics? You know what I mean? Tracing over old paintings and repurposing it as like some of the biggest art in the world. That would just be so lame. I should draw the Mona Lisa in a mage dress, yeah. And again, more going to talk about it too. With songs like this, I just feel like it gets closer and closer. AI is gonna swoop in so quickly. Dude, AI could do this so quick. Ava Max is the blueprint singer for AI. AI could replace Ava Max so quick with these songs.
I'll show you how a real queen behaves.
Dude, and some of these lines are honestly just classics. I need to read you some of these.
And you might think I'm weak without a sword, but if I had one, it'd be
Okay.
bigger than yours.
Feminist Queen anthem too? Damn, I didn't know what I was getting myself prepared for. No damsel in distress here. Don't need to save me. Once I start breathing fire, you can't tame me. And you might think I'm weak without a sword, but if I had one, it'd be bigger than yours. It'd probably be bigger than yours. Those lyrics changed my life. Yeah, you and me, brother. Look at this queen standing up for her independence, okay? Dude, she is queening out so hard right now. I think there was one more. Is the Choose Your Fighter one?
You can be a lover or a fighter, whatever you desire. Life is like a runway and you're the designer.
Wait, dude, she's repackaging her own shit now. Well, not hers, but dude, this is like the same melody as the last song. Oh my god, man, this is just brutal. Really? This is what we're doing? It's just the same. How resourceful. Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Wings of a butterfly, eyes of a tiger. Whatever you want, baby, choose your fighter. I know this world can be a little.
Dude, and every song is like the same formula. It's literally like the same formula. I mean, stuff like this is literally like this is just slop. It really is. Like just complete and utter slop.
Do you ever feel like a misfit? Everything inside you is dark and twisted. Oh,
Dude.
but it's okay to be different.
Bro.
'Cause baby, so am
What is this now? What is this now too? It's like Russian roulette, except you die every time. Like randomly, just click on one of Ava Max's most popular songs, and you'll be able to like find out. Oh, what melody is this? Oh, what song is she stealing this time? 9 times out of 10, it is. She's stealing something. What? Yeah, and it's all like the same chords every time. But it's just the most like basic formulaic thing ever. I'm not expecting every pop artist to be an artistic genius, but this is even an attempt. Yeah, thank you. Exactly. I'm not. Don't mistake this for me saying like you must be this experimental noise rock artist who must be like pushing boundaries at all time. Dude, I'm fine with Sabrina Carpenter. I'm cool with, Olivia Rodrigo. These are all people like I'm relatively cool with, even though they have songwriters, even though they're like kind of like classic pop stars in a lot of ways who are just part of the industry. At least in certain aspects, they try to go for their own thing or have their own personality. But this is brutal, and it's something that I think needs to be talked about. This kind of slop is so easily replaceable with AI, and the fact that it gets so popular is honestly concerning to me. Thank you. This is the real conversation we need to be having here. And this just needs to be talked about. This needs to be called out and talked about in some kind of fashion. And even being empathetic to it, trying to see like her angle. Maybe best faith is possible. Maybe she doesn't want to make art like this. Maybe she doesn't like to, but she's being like forced by her label or heavily pressured by the people ahead of her management, to continue to make interpolations like this, even if she actually genuinely wants to release her own original songs. That could be true simultaneously, and that does go show a broader problem with the music industry, because all these people just want to like view this as a product, and whatever makes the most money works. Who cares if it's repurposed art from the past? But still, I think just going along with it in the first place, I just lose respect. And then it makes me take less seriously her songs when she does release her own like original stuff, unfortunately. All right, that's a quick video I did want to talk about. I feel like it's relevant, wanted to talk about it, and just sad stuff. But thank you for watching. That's the YouTube segment. Like and sub if you want to see more. Enjoy. Thanks for the Patreon members helping out these videos, because all of them get copyrighted by YouTube. Here's a shout out right here. But yeah, appreciate everybody, and yeah, thanks.